process in electing a governor for the state of Missouri that we can all be proud of. I give you Hulshof!
We made that decision then that we wanted to take this to the next level. And yet the political operatives on the other side suggested that, well, there's already a statewide candidate in the race, and she has high name ID, she has an organization, and so we really, from this small congressional district, we really weren't going to have a chance to win this primary. But they didn't know the power of Kenny's crew.
Yeah.
So hard, you and I. We have put the organization together that is second to none. We've got a county chairman in every county. We've down to the precinct level, the city of St. Louis. We've put together an awesome team. Renee's been right there with me. Last week, she and Donna Spickard, 600 miles. They drove from here to a lunch in Branson, and then from Branson to an evening event in Kansas City and back here. 600 miles in one day is 690 miles to Atlanta. Y'all almost made it to Atlanta. And yet that's the dedication that we brought to this, just as the dedication that you have as well. And so our heartfelt, sincere thanks to you for all of this. We've gotten, of course, 70 state reps and state senators who've evaluated candidates in this race and have said, Hulshof's the guy. Senator Vaughn, who chimed in this primary. Other colleagues, Missouri Chamber of Commerce, Associated Industries, I lose track of all the endorsements, all the major metropolitan newspapers. Hi, Jason. The Southeast Missouri, the Cape Girardeau, the Joplin Globe, the Springfield News Leader, the Kansas City Star, the St. Louis Post-Dispatch, and I don't brag about that one everywhere.
It's hard to be a prophet in your own land.
And when there is no vision, the people perish. And that's ultimately what this is about. This really is, and in my heart and soul, I tell you, I believe Missouri's better days are ahead. Now, let me just finally say this. Early on, I cautioned you that your faith in me would be shaken, in the sense that we knew the type of campaign that we were going to have to endure. And I will tell you that this has been an interesting vetting process. We have had Jay Nixon's trackers following us around, Sarah Steelman's trackers following us around, recording our every move. And you know what? It's worth it. We've had people who've gone through our tax records to see if we paid on time. Renee's retirement account, when she was in the workforce 6 years ago, had been criticized in public. And you know what? It's worth it. By our count, we probably had $700,000 worth of radio and television ads, negative campaign ads, to try to bury us under this avalanche of negative campaigning. And you know what? It's been worth it. It's been worth it because our state is worth it. It's worth it because we believe that our best days are ahead. We believe that the people of this great state and the resources here are second to none. And that we have a vision to take our state to a place she's never been before. I talk about the Missouri dream, a kid from the farm who's had the chance to do tremendous things. That dream should be alive for every child in Missouri. From the farm, from Columbia, from the downtown inner city of St. Louis or Kansas City, it should not matter. The dream to follow a career here, a world-class education here, bring your families up here, make a retirement home here. That is our dream. I hope that's your dream. We are this close. Let's not let all the work we've done be in naught or be in vain. Let's make sure that we get out there, we get our friends and neighbors. Again, Renee's efforts, this one lady, a friend of ours now, she has emailed 1,600 of her nearest and dearest friends. I'm not asking you to do maybe quite that. But if it's 6 or 16, whatever it takes, and let's not forget where we are in right here in Boone County. We've got a lot of independents and like-minded Democrats who are going to be torn about which ballot to pick up tomorrow. Let's encourage them as important as a state representative race, as important as some of the county races are, isn't it equally or more important that we select the right nominee to run for governor? When I was down in southwest Missouri, good dairy country, I met this guy named Doyle. Doyle was an old dairy farmer, and I could tell from just his handshake, he's milked a lot of cows. Doyle said to me, I'm a lifelong Democrat, and I don't know much about you. And so I started to talk about farming. I started to talk about my dad. I started to talk about just common things. And Doyle starts nodding along, and he says, you know, I like what you stand for. He said, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to grab one of your signs, and I'm going to put it in my yard. And I said, well, Doyle, I appreciate that. And so he grabs a sign, and off he goes, and he makes it about 10 steps, and all of a sudden he stops, and he turns around. I'm like, Doyle's just changed his mind. Here he comes back to me. And he said, not only am I going to stick this sign in my yard, but I'm going to do something I've never done before, and I'm going to take a Republican ballot, and I'm going to vote for you for governor. And he said, but I got to tell you, the election judge is not going to be, she's going to be upset. And I said, why would an election judge be upset that you're taking a Republican ballot? And he said, because she's my wife. Let's call all of our Doyle friends here in Newton County, in Missouri. We're just this close. I am humbled to think that you have helped put us in this position where I am this close to becoming the Republican nominee to be the next governor of this great state. Thank you all for what you do.